Come on now. What's good, y'all, bro? What's good, y'all? We're back with another video. We're back with the yapping vids. And today, we're going to check out the homie Tommy NFG, man. Tommy NFG. I know who this is. Now, this guy, I know exactly who this man is, man. He covers everything that's been going on in the world. And today, not really the biggest news, but one of the news cycles is the internet censorship era. And yeah, I know he's going to be talking about whole YouTube censorship that's going on right now. And I don't think Twitch is going through it right now, but definitely TikTok and YouTube. Definitely TikTok and YouTube are going through it. So we got to see what he has to say about it. And I'm gonna have to throw my input on everything too. Yo, did I tweak out? Hello. Anyways, but yeah, check out Tommy's video, man. The link is always going to be down in the description box down below. And while you're down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, TikTok and Instagram and all that in the description box as well. And let's get right into the video, man. The internet censorship, man. I ain't gonna lie, censorship ain't been as bad as it is right now, bro. Let's get right into it. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready.
Imagine this, a place where you can log on to anywhere in the world and meet anyone at any time. You're all free to discuss your own opinions, whether they be good or bad. And you can also get your freak on while you're at it. This magical place is known as the internet has been getting used by the world population for decades. Well, was being used. You can rip that all up because that era of the internet is officially dead. ID verifications. Social media posts taken down for...
I just had to do my ID verification, but it was for TikTok. It was for TikTok. And it was for the TikTok shop. So, you know, I'm here for it. Hey, I'm here for it, man.
Taking pictures of you randomly while your camera's on. Nah, I just added that last part, but let's be real. We all have definitely had an FBI agent goon to us through the camera screen while we've been naked, and what are we gonna do? Stop paying taxes? I stopped paying years ago, and it did nothing. Recently, a lot of people have been getting worried about the state of the internet and are wondering how long it will actually be in the form we have now. This all stems from one country deciding nationwide to completely change its laws on the internet. The United Kingdom. Man, y'all always gotta ruin everything. First it was food, then it was rap, and now the internet, because every country's gonna be watching.
KSI is crazy. Bro, this KSI hate, the KSI hate has to go, bro. The KSI hate actually has to go, bro.
UK to see how it goes and writing down notes. Trying to implement their own type of system to spy on their citizens. I'm just playing, by the way. For any of my UK viewers watching now, y'all are valid in my eyes. You are losing on this one to us, though. USA for the win. On July 25th this year, the UK passed one of its biggest internet safety act bills ever. The main reasons for them passing it was to block any adult content, violent content, graphic videos, and political videos they say are quote-unquote harmful to the youth. Now, as in what is deemed harmful, it's not like the UK citizens are determining that together in a national poll. It's what the government says is harmful. And now in the UK, on basically every platform you go on, you're required to show your ID or have your face scanned for it to determine if you're old enough to be on it, including places, and I'm not joking, Spotify. If I buy a subscription for a website,
yo, what, like, bro, why do you gotta verify your age on Spotify? Like actually, because if you're underage, can you just only listen to kids' music, bro? Kids Bop on Spotify. Can you only listen to Kids Bop on Spotify, man? Like soundtracks on Spotify? You can't listen to anything else? Musicals?
After they say I gotta verify my ID, I'm running up to their headquarters and demanding the CEO give me a refund right there. This means officially in the UK, you can register for the army at 16, have consensual sex at 16. Some freak ass probably gonna fly over there from the States after hearing about that. Bet they didn't even know. But the one thing you can't do is listen to music. And of course the government's defense for this and what people are gonna be saying that agree with it is, well, it does help protect kids.
Hey, W-Ad, but he's like, bro, they like, listen, come on now. We'll let you do all this stuff at 16, man. We'll let you do all this stuff, you know, in the military, whoop the wham at 16. But as long as you don't listen to music on that Spotify, I bet not see you. I bet not see you on Spotify, bro. I better not
like
see you on
porn and
Spotify.
booner websites. But the problem with this, and what most people agree on, is that the government shouldn't be doing the parenting for you. In this day and age, our
That's what I'm
devices
saying.
and social media platforms are built more than ever to have protections for kids. Every social media platform has some type of parental control so that parents can control what their kids are watching. I remember when I was younger too, TVs had built-in parental controls as well. It's not like it's 2005 and you log on the internet and it's completely and utter Russian roulette of what you're gonna see. That's only if you go on places like Twitter, which no child should be on anyways, or any.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You also have platforms that have created their own kid versions of apps like YouTube Kids. I know even that can have questionable things on it, but it's definitely like 10 times safer for a kid than typical YouTube. If a parent doesn't monitor what their kids do on the surface web, then it's the parent's fault. I think a good equivalent is like a parent who doesn't pay attention to their kid and they end up burning themselves on.
I agree, and they be getting mad, bro. Like, dude, that's your fault. You let your child on there, bro. That's not the company's fault that they got that stuff on there. No, that's your fault. Definitely gonna get some hate after that. Definitely gonna
Then
get some
the
hate
parent
after
tries
that.
to sue the stove company because they didn't make it kid-friendly enough. And the quick solution of something like this, most people think, is just getting a VPN and boom, you won't have to worry about the law anyways. In America, there's a ton of states that have corn banned, and I didn't realize that until I moved to Texas. I mean, I never checked. What? Why would I ever go on one of those lunar websites?
This
Like,
guy.
the assumptions everyone's making right now towards me is crazy. But yeah, most people just get around it by using a VPN, so it doesn't matter. It's funny because the same day they enacted the law in the UK, VPN app downloads immediately shot up to #1 in every app store. And because they found out in the
Hey,
UK government
You
that
know, I don't want to talk about wrestling, but hey, technically, that's the same thing that's gonna happen in wrestling, bro. As soon as they do that, like we talked about in the last video, bro. As soon as they do that ESPN stuff, bro, it's gonna skyrocket. It's going to skyrocket, bro.
it's not dumb and
The
is going to get around
VPN, the VPN stocks are gonna skyrocket, bro. Get your stocks today.
So the only way you'll be able to access all your favorite sites on the internet in the UK soon will be by giving your ID. And you can also bet if the government fails to keep everyone's identification safe and cyber hackers manage to get it, which of course they're cyber hackers, so they always end up getting it. Even the US government gets hacked constantly by hackers. Then they're not going to give you shit if you're affected by it. Maybe they'll give you a $10 Nando's gift card for your worries. Imagine being a kid and coming back from a gruesome day at school. Mommy and daddy are having their casual 5 p.m. yelling match in the kitchen, and you just want to sit back, relax, and watch some funny TikToks. Only for you to be prompted to give your ID or you can't use TikTok anymore. You go on Fortnite only to be then asked also for your ID because there may be some dangers. And once they start in one area, there's no going back. It's gonna end up on every single app, even if the apps are kid-friendly, because someone is going to complain. One of the biggest
Yep, and apps follow other apps and do the same thing that other apps do. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing will happen with the whole Reels, bro. The whole Reel format, bro. Like the TikTok format. I mean, it was TikTok. No, it was TikTok. Then they got freaking Snapchat Spotlight. I don't know who uses that. Then you got YouTube Shorts. Then you got my personal favorite, the greatest one out there, Instagram Reels, bro. Instagram Reels, bro. Reels. Top-notch content, bro. There's top-notch content on Instagram Reels, bro. But it's just kind of like that, bro. Once one app does it, everybody else is going to do the exact same thing.
UK creators on TikTok, Dylan Page, is even
Shout out to Dylan Page, man.
Changes. If you were on TikTok, you probably seen Dylan Page. He's one of the biggest news creators.
Shout out to Dylan Page.
And he said the UK has already started restricting his posts on TikTok because of the new law. People thinking they're not going to focus on political posts are already wrong, because apparently they've started restricting posts about Gaza and Ukraine. I don't know about y'all, but as a kid in school, they would show us documentaries about war and its damages in the world to teach us that war is cruel and it should never be the answer. It's not like this matters anyways, because kids are probably going to see the footage on the news anyways. They're just trying to suppress it as much as possible and make it hard to find. Meanwhile, in another Western country,
they're trying to control what you're trying to see. And I'm not even a political guy, but they're trying to obviously control what you see, bro. They don't want you to be seeing what's going on in middle of Africa, bro. They don't want you to know what's going on over there.
They're straight up banning social media for anyone under 16. Imagine being Australian and having to fight all types of creatures in the wild. You're walking on the street and gotta go toe to toe with a kangaroo. But the one battle you lose to is the internet. In Australia, their Internet Safety Act, called the Online Safety Amendment, passed in 2024. It banned anyone under 16 from being able to even have a social media account, including on YouTube. And the law got put in place for all social media apps in December except YouTube. Well, now they're reversing that and saying they're gonna ban YouTube too. Even though you still can technically use the platforms there, not having an account kind of makes it useless because your algorithm is tied to your account. And certain social media apps require you after a while to make an account. Their government also doesn't understand by doing this, it's probably going to make those kids worse. Because now you're going to have a lot more of them outside, which yes, I do think kids need to go outside a lot more. But they're going to have to find other ways to have fun, which usually for people younger is going to be doing some dumb shit, being annoying in public or pulling pranks on random citizens in the streets. The reason why younger generations
exactly, bro, and just because there ain't no camera, that ain't gonna stop them doing something stupid, bro. Just because they got a camera, don't mean that they're gonna stop doing stupid stuff. Now they just gonna do stupid stuff for the fun of it, for the heck of it, man. Hey.
World have less
crime rates more
than ever is because the internet is the outlet for people's stress. Sometimes it might be raging on a game. Sometimes it might be having an argument in a comment section on TikTok over gay son or thought daughter. Without that outlet, I guarantee things are gonna change in the streets. And I've seen some older Gen Z and millennials saying this is a good thing and these kids do need to go outside. But you realize that's hypocritical because you grew up with the time where these restrictions didn't exist and you could use it. And now you're saying people that are younger shouldn't get the same ability you were able to have. I would definitely be annoyed as hell if I was under 16 right now. Most of you watching, including me, probably saw some fucked up things on the internet growing up and ended up perfectly fine. I know we focus a lot more on the extreme cases in the internet where someone goes insane and does something messed up in real life, but we don't focus on the help it gives people to escape their reality of life. Sure, some of y'all may have had a stressful day at school or work and now you're finally kicking back and relaxing watching this video. Even not counting that, it doesn't only affect people under 16. Everyone has to pay the price for it. Just hope the government keeps your information safe and sound, I guess. I mean, it seems like the Australian government has its priorities set right.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy air government have been capping, not just now but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said there'll be no phantom tax under the government I lead. They're capaholics. They're also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost.
If my husband...
Nah, we'll cook, bro. Nah, we'll actually cook. You know, just ban the whole thing, bro. No, just ban the whole thing, bro. You know what? They might be on to something, bro. Australia actually might be on to something, bro. Because what did she just even say? Why are we talking about Phantom? Stupid ad. All right, hold on. But why are we talking about Phantom, bro?
People out of certain videos if they're not a certain age. The thing is, though, YouTube already has an age restriction policy, and usually when it hits a YouTube video, no one sees it anyways. They think it's so far down the algorithm that it's hard to find. In fact, usually when a creator does get hit with the age restriction, they have to repost the video so it gets sent out in the algorithm again. But going back to what I was saying before, this is exactly what people are talking about when they say that UK law sets a bad precedent. Because now these platforms are going to be scared of any law that may be coming and add a measure just in case. People are also questioning how YouTube is gonna do it because they're basing it off your watch history and your account behavior. So is it like if you watch too many family-friendly YouTubers, they're gonna ask you? And wouldn't this not stop someone who watches a lot of older
because sometimes, bro, like they definitely would link Corey Kenshin in that category of kid YouTubers, bro. But what if I'm trying to just go back to see what my favorite childhood YouTubers doing? And now my whole account is cooked. Man.
Dude, I know when I was younger, I was watching all the edgy YouTubers and shit. But according to their rules, I guess, the person that's younger watching that older type of content would be less at a risk of getting ID'd compared to somebody that's older watching family-friendly content. In truth, I don't even think YouTube wants to add this update, but at the end of the day, if the government comes for them, they know they have to be prepared so nothing can happen. All these Western nations can no longer flex that they're better than China and Russia because they don't have authoritarian control over their media. Soon enough, I don't think they'll be able to flex this anymore. The current UK government has no clue what they're doing because now they're gonna also lower the age of voting to 16. So they put in a law that universally affects people under the age of 18 and expect those people to vote them back in office? Who the f is running the UK government? Mr. Bean, like, are you that stupid? Literally any UK politician that runs on a platform of removing this is gonna 100% win the younger vote. There's also rumors too that when GTA 6 releases, they're gonna make it so in order to play online, you're gonna have to verify with your ID everywhere. All I'm gonna say is, for any of you young who don't care about politics and think it won't affect you, well, now it will, and you better start actually voting before it's too late. But Gen Z, everyone is such online activists and never go out to actually use their rights, which is just crazy to me. Anyways, that's gonna be all though. If I reach anyone in the UK or Australia, just hang in there, guys.
Nothing is going to nothing's going to change because nobody will say anything about it. Nobody's gonna say or do anything about it. But yeah, bro, the UK is tripping, bro. The UK is tweaking out, man. IDs, IDing people just to watch YouTube, bro. That is wild, man. That is wild. And I know what I was gonna say. And that just shows that they're just gonna be the test dummy. They're just gonna be the test dummy, bro. Where other apps is gonna look at YouTube and what they got going on in UK, and they're gonna be like, you know what? We gonna do the same thing. We gonna do the same thing, man. And eventually, you know, you're done. They're done, bro. We're gonna have stupid videos on YouTube nowadays. We're not gonna have the very few spicy videos. The great content, bro. People going outside doing stupid stuff for people's entertainment. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Twitch stocks just went up. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section down below. Internet censorship will be the downfall of all of the apps, especially YouTube, bro. If YouTube starts getting censored, we're cooked. We're cooked. But yeah, man. Again, all of the links are in the description box down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.